G'day guys, Alex Garner here for Western 4-Wheel Driver, and today we're taking a look at Tom's 79 Series Land Cruiser. How you doing, Tom?
Good mate, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good mate. Why don't we start right underneath the bonnet here, see what you've got under the hood.
Righto.
Okay, so pretty standard here, about the only option you get in a 79 Series, isn't it?
Pretty much.
4.5 litre turbo diesel V8.
V8, yep.
And what under here is not standard?
Pretty much, well, everything. The only thing I've sort of really done is an ECU remap.
Yep. Not something that's visible?
Not something that's visible, all done via the ECU. Main reasons is just obviously your power increase. Tuned to an economy mode, so
yep.
Most people will know that the VDJs are pretty terrible in terms of fuel economy.
Yeah,
so
especially once they get heavy.
Once they get heavy, so the whole idea of the remap was to get an economy tune done to it, to try and increase the fuel economy on the bigger trips. Most of my driving's the long distance over state, up north, down south of WA, so fuel economy is a pretty big thing for me.
Yeah, and what sort of figures are you getting on the highway?
On highway, with either no wind or a little bit of a headwind, I'll probably vary it at about 14-15 litres to 100. With a tailwind, I drop down to about 12 pretty easily. Yeah,
so it's not bad for a big V8, is it?
No, that's right. The tailwind helps. The canopy is pretty much a bit of a wind sail. So
yep, yeah.
Really helps my favour, but as soon as I hit a headwind, I do notice it pretty heavily.
Good stuff. I only see one battery under here.
One battery, got the second battery in the canopy.
Yep.
It's a 120 amp hour AGM, so obviously nothing under the bonnet. Main power run through the chassis into the canopy, so there was no need for a secondary battery under the bonnet.
Yeah, cool.
Everything's in the canopy.
Got a bit of spare space if you want to fit something later on down the track.
Down the track, definitely.
Yeah, we'll get back onto what's in the canopy later. You mentioned you've got a ECU remap, and you've got an exhaust on that as well.
Yep.
Get a bit more power. What sort of system is that?
I'm running a Torque 3-inch stainless steel exhaust straight through, with a high flow cat just underneath. Brilliant exhaust so far. Nice little note. Stainless steel is a bit hard to keep clean, but apart from that, very happy with it.
Yeah, nice. It gives a nice crisp note, a good bark to it, that stainless steel, doesn't it?
Gives that textbook sort of V8 rumble that I suppose each 70 series owner wants to get out of their car.
Yeah. That's about the equivalent to a 35-inch tyre you've got on there, right?
Correct, 35 by 12.5.
Nice. And on a 16-inch rim?
16 by 8. They're a king wheel. I've got a 0 offset front and I've got a neg 55 at the rear to correct the track.
Nice.
Textbook Toyota issue from factory, I suppose.
Yeah.
Has to be corrected. Most people opted to go the spacer issue. I didn't want to sort of go down that track. Past experience with mates and everything like that, so I went to different offsets. Or you can go the full axle replacement from J-Max or someone like that. A little bit too pricey for my life. So.
Certainly a bit more coin there. And what's giving you the space between the guard there?
So I run a 4-inch suspension lift. Bit of a mixed bag in terms of brands. Run everything from Superior through to King Springs, Old Man Emu, and Snake Racing. Yep. So I've got the Old Man Emu constant 600s in the rear. In terms of leaf springs, the Superior 2-inch standard shackles, anti-inversion. At the front, you've got your Superior front shocks, 4-inch front and rear, and your King coils at the front.
Nice.
And then your Snake Racing front panhard rod in the front as well.
Why such a mismatch of different suspension parts?
Past experiences. Obviously you can get these kits as a full kit from Superior or Snake Racing or something like that.
You can go all one brand?
All one brand. There's a few brands and a few parts I've had in the past where they don't sort of suit my needs, they've failed, I've had bad experiences, everything like that. So I've sort of sourced elsewhere and combined a kit myself and placed them under the car.
Yeah. Now you were saying you've done a few Ks in the last 2 years, eh?
A few Ks. I've racked up about 160, 170,000 Ks in the last 2 years.
Yep. So that's going to give you plenty of experience of what works with your suspension and what doesn't.
I've got a fair idea as to what works and what doesn't work for me, yeah definitely.
That sounds like a good setup.
I'm happy with it so far.
Now we're down at the back of the vehicle and it's a pretty mint looking canopy setup, I've got to say, Tom.
Thanks mate, appreciate it.
Why canopy over tray back?
I suppose the biggest thing with utes is security. Obviously with the tray back, you don't have that security of locking it up, keeping stuff stored, elements, rain, dust, everything like that. Canopy was a no-brainer for me. I've always wanted a canopy as a younger fella as well, so I just went that option. So I haven't looked back really.
It's a bloody big canopy unit. How much does it weigh, do you reckon?
Well, the canopy shell itself, you're probably looking at about 170, 180 kilos max.
Yeah, so that's actually a pretty lightweight unit as far as canopies go.
It is full aluminium frame, aluminium doors. It's fully framed, top, front and rear. Obviously to support the spare wheels at the back and not a bit of weight that I might place on the roof sometime down the track.
Yeah, okay. And all of this, all custom work, is it?
All made by myself, yeah. Essentially built on the cheap. If I could do it, I did it.
Nice.
So I'm pretty friendly with the circular saw, gave it a crack.
That's good.
First time carpeting with this car and it's turned up pretty mint, so I'm happy with how it's come up.
Yeah, it looks great, and it's all chipboard.
It's all ply.
Oh,
yep.
So it's all ply through there, all carpeted.
Ply through there, yep, all carpeted, all joined, and it's pretty solid. Handled the corrugations nicely.
Good work. And over here you got a MSA drop slide.
MSA drop slide, probably the best investment I've purchased for this car.
Yeah.
Obviously for the shorter people, including myself, it's hard to see into the fridge itself, so it drops down a good 350 mil. I can look into it easily.
Very nice. And that's what size A or B fridge is that?
A 60 litre ARB fridge freezer.
Beautiful. Little plastic drawers.
Little $20 drawers from Bunnings. Saw it on Facebook and gave it a crack and haven't looked back since. They're a great little option. Most stuff I do keep in the fridge. What I don't goes up in those two drawers there.
Yeah.
Those three drawers.
Okay, here we are at the driver's side. I can see you like your comforts, Tom, back there.
Yeah, you got the gas hot water shower in the back there just for your creature comforts. Obviously,
Nice.
head away for 3 or 4 days or more. You want to sort of refresh yourself every couple of days.
Yeah.
So yeah, instant gas hot water system was a no-brainer for me.
Yep. What do you do as far as water goes?
As far as water goes, got a water carrier in my trailer I generally carry.
Yeah,
Got
okay.
an ex-military number 5 army trailer.
Yeah.
And that's got all the essentials I need in it for the big trips.
Yep. You've got the ARB twin compressor over there.
ARB twin high output compressor.
Yeah.
Obviously, a sim compressor to me just wasn't quick enough to pump up the 35s.
Yeah.
I'll be there for a couple of minutes. So
Yeah.
opted the twin. Best compressor I've ever owned, hands down.
Yeah, they
Absolutely
are
brilliant.
fast, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, faster than a
Absolutely
workshop
awesome.
compressor.
I think I got about 175 litres a minute under load. Without load per minute. They probably drive down to about 136 litres under load per minute. So
Bloody
a
impressive.
real quick compressor.
Now we were talking batteries just up at the bonnet there, and how there's not a second one under the bonnet. That lives back here and is managed by that thing up there. What's that, Tom?
There's an Innovolt 12 volt 25 amp hour charger.
Okay.
So it's again direct feed from the front battery itself. So if your earth run through the vehicle,
Yep.
same as your positive, and then essentially everything else run to the Baintech fuse boxes underneath it.
Yep.
From there, all your 12 volts throughout the whole canopies run off those fuse boxes.
Nice. It's a nice, simple but functional looking 12 volt setup. you've got
Simple, clean, and it's got plenty of room to breathe up there as well. So there's no
Yeah.
heating issues or obstructions that might impact the way it performs.
there. Yep. Very true.
And got your direct solar input run through your 50 amp Anderson up there as well.
Yep.
So no need for changeover relays or anything like that to make solar happen.
Yeah. Cool. Right, here's the comfort zone. Spent a few hours in here, haven't you?
A few hours. I wouldn't call it comfort zone, but yeah, a few hours.
As soon as I've hopped in here, I can tell what I'm sitting on is not a 79 series seat.
Correct, mate. These are Ford XR seats, straight out of a Falcon.
Yep.
And yeah, mates down at Hurricane Fab in Victoria supply an offset bracket,
Yep.
which essentially bolt the Ford FG seats straight to the factory Toyota rails.
Very nice.
So no drilling, no welding, no framing there, just straight bolting kit.
Yep. Now in the middle here, you don't quite get to see it, but we've got a little Waco thermoelectric cooler.
Yep. So it keeps the drinks cold while I'm driving, really. So obviously I only stop every few servos.
Yep.
So with the fridge being in the back, I want to keep a couple inside. So this just keeps them nice and cold for the long trips, and I don't have to stop over as much as normal.
Nice.
I suppose your homemade center console.
Yeah.
Again, pretty basic. If I can do it, I did it. Just to sort of fill the void there and create a little bit of extra storage that
Make
the
it a
70s really don't come with.
Yeah, makes it very useful, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, mate.
And then a bit more storage up here as well.
Bit more storage. This is the ARB AVAC Solutions roof console. Replaces the interior lights with your LEDs.
Yep.
So again, another little power saver. Houses my GME UHF radio with your little GME magnetic tab.
Oh, that's neat.
On the back as well. I'm big with magnets.
Yeah.
It just makes things so much easier when you're out bush.
Yeah, you're always forever trying to fiddle and get your mic back into its holder.
It's coned as well, so it finds its own way into its own slot. So there's just no fiddling around whatsoever.
Nice.
Another bit of storage is your MSA dash organiser.
Yep.
Another great bit of kit. Obviously 70s don't come with any storage at all apart from one cup holder. So anything that could give me storage I've bought and placed in the car. So.
Seems to be holding all the little knick-knacks in there very
all
nicely.
the knick-knacks I can grab on the fly.
Yeah, and what's this little thing down here hidden behind the steering wheel?
This is an iDrive. So it's essentially a throttle controller.
Yep.
Plugs into the back of your pedal there and essentially bypass the cable through that and then into the pedal.
Okay.
3 settings. You've got ultimate, economy and your automatic function.
Yep.
Ultimate works great off-road, really eliminates the lag out of the turbo, gives you a bit of boost if you're in the boggy sand or something like that. Economy I use pretty heavily when touring. It really lets me control the amount of fuel I put through the car and
nice.
sort of keeps that economy down.
Yep, save that little bit of extra diesel.
Yeah, and then auto I use around town quite a bit. It all runs off the pressure you place on the acceleration pedal.
Sounds like a nifty little gadget.
It is, mate. It's one I highly recommend for any car, really.
Yeah. And what sort of spotties do you run?
Run the ARB AR32 intensity spotties.
Yep.
Great little light. Punches the sort of distance that I need down the road to spot any oncoming roos or cattles or even just holes or corrugations in those outback roads. Yeah,
nice. They're a good rugged light too.
They are, mate. They've held up so far, and my bar's been absolutely shook around with no tomorrow, and they haven't come loose. So
yeah,
pretty stoked with how they've performed so far.
Well, there you go. That's Tom's 79 series. We've had a good couple of hours play up at the power lines here, and I'd like to thank you for coming out with me today.
That's right, mate. My absolute pleasure.
And thanks to all of you for watching. We're going to go off to the pub now. It's getting dark. What do you reckon, Tom?
Sounds good to me.
Catch you later.